This is the Google Pixel 2 XL, the best and most expensive phone that Google has to offer, and if you've been following the news, also the one that's been causing the most amount of concern. It took a while for my unit to arrive, but now that it's here, it's time to see what all the fuzz is about. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and this is the honeymoon phase with the Google Pixel 2 XL, brought to you by Dbrand. So right off the bat, the first thing that I can tell you is wow. I mean, the first generation Pixel was ugly, but I did love how it felt in the hand. The Pixel 2 XL has a few tricks to retain that delicious feel, and is now far more refined than its looks. The glass and aluminum are now curved ever so slightly around the borders. The aluminum is also textured, like a thick matte paint job. On the table and in the hand, this is clearly a well-crafted phone. Last year I chose the smaller Pixel since the bezels were ridiculous. This year I chose the XL variant given the adoption of the 2:1 aspect ratio. I wouldn't say that the bezels have disappeared, more or less redistributed if you look closely, but that doesn't really deter from the modern first impression that I get from it. Unboxing the phone is full of the same things that you saw in Juan's video of the smaller variant. We have the phone up in front, a USB OTG adapter below, and then a USB-C wire, a USB wall adapter for fast charging, and the infamous dongle to replace the headphone jack, and no headphones. Setting it up for the first time was full of pleasant surprises though. For starters, you no longer need a SIM card for Project Fi. The Pixel 2 XL is smart enough to support eSIM, though I popped my Project Fi SIM just to keep things simple. Then everything else is as practical as can be. I used the wired restore process through the OTG adapter, and this was probably the fastest that I've ever been able to restore a phone, done in pretty much 5 minutes, though I skipped restoring pictures as these live in Google Photos anyways. Then you set up your Google Assistant and you're taken to your home screen, and yes, the launcher is already ordered as your previous phone, with apps being grayed out as they continue restoring. Thank you, Google, this has been long overdue. Google then prompts you that there are still more things to be done, like enabling the squeeze feature to launch the Google Assistant, though I haven't really been using that much ever since. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, this display. People complain about it being dull, and I am going to have to agree. This doesn't look like an OLED panel at all. Google claims that it decided to push more accurate colors, but this red on the Chrome logo looks like a blend of orange and red, and green seem like if they were mint, even compared to last year's Pixel. I mean, if this is a strategy, then why is the old Pixel more vivid? Google did hear the complaints and is now shipping the phone with the Vivid mode activated by default, but we'll have to wait for a promised software update to bring an extra Vivid mode in the future. Do I mind? Yes, I'll have to admit that I do for this price tag. Even the black and white animation from standby to on makes the impression more striking. As for the bluish hue if you tilt the device, it is here if you nitpick and use a white image to find it, which no one really does in real life. But hey, while you're at it, why don't I show you a Galaxy Note 8 under those same circumstances? Yup, it's here, though to a lesser degree. It's sadly an OLED problem, and even if I use an iPhone 8's IPS LCD, it does shift to a darker tone or even red in some cases. So let's not use this against Google, as it's only really noticeable if you use a white image, and not in real-world use. Other complaints have to do with screen burn-in, though I'll have to circle back to that in our full review, as for this first week of use I don't really notice any of that. Really, the only thing that I can praise about this display is the always-on mode with the use of icons, and the adoption of color accents and notifications. Android 8.0 Oreo is powering the show, and this is one of the major positives. Awesome fluidity all around, and with a ton of conveniences that are exclusive to Oreo. Picture-in-picture continues to be my favorite for speedy multitasking, and can I say how much I love all these Google Earth wallpapers? And best of all, how the user interface adapts to a darker or lighter theme depending on your wallpaper. As for the daily grind, the Pixel 2 XL battery life has proven to surpass my expectations. I've ended days just fine, and I haven't really been piggybacking on another phone, or at least until now that the iPhone X arrived. Another thing I really love about this phone is the speakers. They are loud and they are deep, though Juan's real audio review of the Pixel 2 will provide more insight. And when it comes to photography, I think Generation 2 is enough for us to say a pixel is a pixel. Watch Juan's real camera review of the Pixel 2 for more insight. My first impressions are that the camera shows how versatile the right software can make the right hardware. Obviously there is more testing to be done, so I'll provide more insight in our final review. So far, the Google Pixel 2 XL has left me with a very polarizing first impression. I love how it feels, I love how it looks from the back, but I feel that Google needs to drop its whole failed attempt at providing accurate colors on this display. It's an OLED, so the technology is there for a more vivid experience. Like seriously Google, there is no need to reinvent the wheel here, and you know we humans like color. Whether Google will do that or not is yet to be seen, and that's what our full review will be for, in addition to more comparisons that are coming up, so stay tuned. And fun fact, I really wanted the Panda Google Pixel 2 XL, but it was out of stock, so that's when dbrand comes in. Dbrand skins will not only give you more color options, but also help you eliminate the fingerprints and smudges. Visit dbrand.com/pixel2 to customize yours. And while you're at that, remember folks, we make videos every day, so hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one. The top card will take you to our Pixel 2 review, and the bottom to our unboxing experience with the iPhone X. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.